If you're hungry for more to walking around and sightseeing here in Matsushima and you want to try some of the local specialties, a good place to try them is here at the Matsushima Fish Market. Now, being right next to the ocean, the area here is well known for its seafood. Now, if you ask me what's the one thing you must try here in Matsushima, then the answer has to be oysters. The area here is famous for the oysters. So it will be a huge shame if you came all the way here and did not get to try their oysters. There are oyster restaurants all over the town, and this one here is right in front of the fish market. You can see they have a variety of set menus featuring oysters and other seafood. So even the cheapest one is not exactly that cheap. You can see you get a 5, maybe 6 oysters for 1,400 yen, so a little bit expensive. But if you like oysters and you're willing to spend a little bit more and you have a big appetite, then I got an even better idea for you. Now, if you want to make sure you get your fill of oysters here in Matsushima, the best place to go is the Oyster Shack. The Oyster Shack has 2 courses. Course A requires telephone reservation and gives you 50 minutes of all-you-can-eat oysters plus oyster rice and miso soup for 3,300 yen. But if you just want to focus on oysters or you don't have a reservation, then you can just come on a day for Course B. For 2,300 yen, you have 40 minutes of all-you-can-eat oysters, just oysters, and this is the one I'll be going for since I'm just here to eat as many oysters as I possibly can. You can see here they have a huge stockpile of oysters. There's so many oysters here that they have to use a shovel to transport them from one basket to another. Oh, I can't wait to eat some oysters. Australia. So once you pay, they send you here with a rectangular table and you got a grill right in the middle, and you get tongs as well as gloves. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. I don't know if I can eat that many. Oh my, oh, holy shit. Yes, wow. Oh my lord. Holy crap. That is a mountain of oysters. Oh, alright, so now they're gonna cook it and we'll wait for the oysters to grill. Lady here is going to put these towels right underneath just to seal everything and make sure to keep all the heat inside. It takes about 15 minutes to cook. You can't eat oysters raw. So in Australia, we're pretty used to eating oysters raw. And finally, you cannot take away. Okay, now I think it's ready. I wonder how many oysters there are here. I think I'm gonna try to eat at least a dozen, at the very minimum a dozen, maybe 2 dozens. Alright, time to go for the big one. Oh, it's so fresh. It's like you're tasting ocean. It's like a burst of the sea in your mouth. One down, many more to go. Now, sometimes these oysters are still closed, which means you need to get a knife, get in there and wedge it open. There you go. Look at this one here. It's a 3-in-1. You got 1, 2, and 3. Oh. So I couldn't open this one, so I gotta get the master to help me out. Oh.
Target neutralized.
Arigatou gozaimasu. I think this is going to be my last one because I'm getting full. I could keep eating, but after this point, you know, I'm gonna start feeling worse and worse and worse. So this is gonna be my last one, and this will be oyster number 56. So all in all, I think I did pretty well. Definitely made my money's worth. Still just as good as the first one. There's about 5 minutes until we have to finish up, and you can see we did a pretty good job at it. And if you want to see what 56 oyster shells look like, this is my bin here. I actually can't believe I ate that many oysters in one go. Usually I only eat a dozen at most in Australia. Oh, 美味しかった。ありがとうございます。さよなら。56 oysters, I think that's a pretty good attempt. Definitely made my money's worth. So if you have a big appetite, definitely come here and try the oysters. It is delicious. This is all the oyster shells. That's how many oysters people here have been through today. That is an insane amount of oysters. Now, if you're not willing to eat 50 oysters or make a full meal out of them, there are many snack stands around town where you can get oysters in much smaller quantities. But the one I'm interested in trying is this one here. It's called kaki fry, which is fried oysters, and I've never really seen anyone fry oysters outside Japan before. So this is the kaki fry, the fried oyster. You can see the coating is kind of like pork katsu, the deep fried crispy skin. And inside, of course, instead of pork katsu, you're going to get an oyster. On the side, you got a serving of aioli sauce, which always goes well with seafood. It's really cold. Something deep fried is actually pretty nice right now. Oh. You can see the oyster on the inside. I'm surprised the deep fried crispiness does go well with the oyster. I guess what they say is true. You deep fry anything, it tastes good. Because you deep fry them, it gets rid of that fishy, seafoody taste. You know, if you eat seafood, you know what I mean. Especially when you eat it raw. If you don't like that kind of flavor, this is perfect for you. And speaking of snacks, I saw this by the side of the road. So this thing here is a kaki karepan. And you can see in there, you got a couple of oysters in there as well as some of the Japanese curry. So apparently it's very popular, only 300 yen. And I might as well try it. This is a oyster curry pan and it's really hot. It's warming my hands up. You can see the outer shell is deep fried, golden and crispy. So let's try it out, see what's on the inside. That's good. It's surprising how many things they make oyster into. Whoa, there's oyster. There's 2 oysters in there. It's pretty big. The taste kind of reminds me of a seafood curry. It's like you mix that sweet curry flavor along with the seafood smell, you know, the taste of the ocean. I definitely needed that. It is so cold out here.